Hi there, I'm Liza from Crafty Creations. I see things online and I want to make them. Welcome to my first knit with me. I've wanted to do this kind of video for a long time, but it's also a completely new type of format, so please let me know in the comments what you think about it. April is almost over, and as I'm preparing for summer, I remembered that all of my handmade dresses are missing one thing: a cardigan. And not just any cardigan, I need one that keeps the dresses pretty but does not make my waist disappear. But I have never knitted a cardigan before, so I didn't really know where to start. I researched a lot of patterns and finally decided on the April Cardigan by PetiteKnit. I've always had good experiences with her patterns, and it also looked like an easy pattern to modify because on top of not having the waist disappear, I wanted an overall really tight fit, almost a negative ease, you could say. The pattern is knitted from the top down with a V neckline, saddle shoulder, and then raglan increases. It's mostly knitted flat in wrong side and right side rows, which I'm especially excited about because that's usually not my cup of tea. The sleeves are knitted in the round, so that will be a relief. And then at last you knit on the button band, which I'm also especially excited about because that will be completely new as well. So lots of new stuff to learn. The recommended yarn is merino held with mohair on 4mm needles. The gauge is 21 stitches by 28 rows, and it has an intended positive ease of 6 to 8 centimeters, but I want it as tight as possible, so I will size down. I would normally knit a size small, and the smallest available size in this pattern is extra small, so I'm only going down one size, which I think is not going to be enough. So on top of going down a size, I will not do all the increases in the shoulder part. And then with the sleeves, I can just make it up as I go and keep trying it on and then add decreases. And also I will finish the cardigan at the waist because that's where the skirt of most of my dresses start. As for the yarn, I went with a debatable choice, and I've briefly talked about it in my second knitting podcast because I've been choosing a yarn from Temu. I saw this offer for 8 balls of this cashmere alpaca blend for exactly €6 in total. So my curiosity simply won the battle, and I'm here to test how bad it really is. Also, it will be a while until I can afford real cashmere, so I might as well test the knockoff. This is the yarn. The label says it's 58% cashmere and 37% alpaca and 5% an anti-pilling fiber, which is most likely not true, but I don't mind. It feels very, very soft, like super skin friendly, and I'm excited to knit with it actually. Why did I choose a cashmere blend for a summer cardigan and not a cotton or a linen yarn? Because I'm always cold. So on top of keeping me warm, I wanted a yarn that feels really soft but also has a certain firmness to it. And on top of that is absolutely not itchy because I have very sensitive skin, so I have to pay attention to that. Keep watching to see if that part of the plan worked out. I started with a little swatch to see if I could meet the gauge with 4mm needles. I didn't. The first test was full of holes, so I decided to take the yarn double. That looked so much better, and I tested if I should take 3 or 4mm needles, but decided on the 3mm needles. Now we're all ready to go. This is how much I managed to knit last night, which I think is actually quite a lot considering it's 3mm needles and watching TV. But it's super fun to knit so far. We have the saddle shoulders here. I'm now increasing for the sleeves and then still increasing for the V in the front. And the yarn, it feels so great. It's super soft yet firm. The stitch pattern is very even and very forgiving because I'm totally not like a good knitter for an even stitch pattern. But it looks super great so far. The only thing that keeps happening to me is one side, and basically that's the reason why I barely ever knit something that's going back and forth. One side, in this case, this side looks nice and even and everything is good. And then the other side is just so slouchy and weird. Like I have no tension on this side at all. I don't know why. This is the state after 4 days. I'm very happy with it so far. The yarn feels amazing. It's very easy to knit. I'm positively surprised because I really thought a cardigan would be harder. I think the fit is really perfect. I was worried for a second that it turns out too small because it looks so tiny, but it's still missing the front band. And I think I'm getting there like easily. It's still gonna grow with washing. I hope not too much, just a little bit. That's exactly the reason I'm making this so small. And overall, I think it could look really nice. I've only added 4 underarm stitches to not risk that it's getting too bulky here. And I think that's good. So I'm gonna knit at about, I don't think too much actually, probably about here. And then I'm gonna add 10 centimeters of rib, and then we're already at the waist. So that's the goal, stopping at the waist. And I'm excited for it. This might be finished way faster than I thought it would. I think we achieved the perfect length to start the ribbing. I would like 10 centimeters of ribbing, just like the pattern asks for, and I think that's the perfect amount to stop at the waist. I will have to do the ribbing though in 2mm needles, and I actually have to check if I have some, because the ones you can attach like this are only until 3mm needles, at least in my set, so I'm gonna have to look in my old box. I really like the fit so far. It is so, oh sorry. I really like the fit so far. It is so comfortable and soft and absolutely not itchy, which is just great. Most of these needles are actually by my grandmother, so they are pretty old. Let's see, 2.5. God, 2 millimeters is so freaking small. This might look good. Yeah, this says 2mm. Maybe a bit too long actually. It's the shoulder. Okay, this is too short. Let's take the long one. And we also have the needles for the sleeves in 3mm and 2mm. It's gonna be so fun. I've knitted 7 centimeters of rib so far, and I actually think it's already enough. I wanted to do 10, but I'm hitting the waist at 7, so I'm gonna do a bind off now, because I really don't want it to be too long and go over the skirts of the dresses. But 7 centimeters is fine as well. It looks pretty good. Yeah, come on, give it to me. So, go, come on. I've just finished binding off, and I think it worked out pretty fine. And I started the sleeve last night, and this is how far I've come. I'm gonna do 9 increases every 7th round. I don't think I'll be very far then, and then I'll just continue knitting the rest of the sleeve. And today is a really sunny day and I'm gonna try to enjoy some outside time. I finished the 9 decreases and this is how far I've come with it, so they feel a little bit dramatic now. The fit is very tight, what I wanted, but I think I could have made it more like every 11th row, maybe even like every 14th row a decrease, because I will need more going down here where it's actually needed and not so much up here. But now it's done and I'm way too lazy to frock this, so I'm just gonna continue going. I mean, it's not too tight anyway. I have this annoying like gap here right on top because that's where my 2 needles separate. I can't get this away, even with the flexible ones. It's pretty annoying, but whatever. I'll probably do more decreases starting like under the elbow and then do them like every, I don't know, 14th to 20th row for another 3 or 4 times so that it's tight at the bottom as well. Hello, this is me in my cozy pajama. We've been sick the last few days and have been just rotting on the mattress, so I didn't really film much, but I did get my 2 sleeves done. This is the first sleeves with the weird decreases. It looks very, very long, but I assure you it fits. I've done 3 more decreases at the bottom and then 6 decreases evenly decreased for the rib because I really like the rib to be tight. And then for the second sleeve, I space the decreases evenly about every 3.5 centimeters, so it looks a bit nicer. And now we can finally start the neckband. I'm so excited for it because it really is gonna make the look. And for the longest time, I've been trying to decide whether I want a single ribbed neckband or front band, whatever it's called, or a double button band. I think button band is the right name. And I've been watching this podcast by Handmade by Florence where she compares 2 April cardigans she knitted. She made one with a single rib and one with a double band. And I must say, I really prefer the double band look. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And I'm going to follow a video for that because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I just realized I totally forgot to check before if I have any buttons that I like for this cardigan. So I have no buttons now. These were the only ones I was able to find but I don't like them for the cardigan. I just think they have a good size, and then I have to go get buttons when I feel better, and just use this for reference. I think anything bigger than that is going to look weird. Anything smaller than that is going to look even weirder. So that's the size we're going to work with. This is the top. I think I should start there, and then I should have one at the bottom. The other one's something like this. Okay, now because I've never done it before, I don't really know where to put the marker. I think the buttonhole goes like this and not like this. So I should put it at the bottom right. Like here. Let's put it here and see along the way. Okay, this is where I'm gonna get the stitch in a second. So I'm taking the second row. This is harder than I thought. I also wonder if that means if I want a button here that I have to start the buttonhole right away, because I really hope not. Like, it would be way easier if this wouldn't fold over the whole time. Yeah, I think that works. Hello, I'm back. I look like death, but I feel a bit better finally. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more videos done. And first I'm going to show you how far I've come with the button band. I am so proud of being able to do this. Like, I thought it would be so hard, but it turned out to be fairly easy and very fun. Like, it's really enjoyable to knit like this, but it's also very slow. So I've managed to knit the 5 buttonholes, sorry, last night. Well, it was more like a 6-hour thing or something, like really slow. But the buttonholes, Jesus, are really easy to knit. Like, I didn't think it would be so easy. And I think they look pretty good, like not stretched out or anything. And I hope it stays like that when I keep opening up and closing it again. And then I've knit like this much this morning with my first coffee. And yeah, I'm a bit worried about this part here. Like, it starts being full of holes there. I hope I can fix it somehow, or that it goes away with blocking, because I don't want it to go all the way around. But other than that, it's really enjoyable to knit this, and I can't wait to finish it, although it will probably take like 2 more days at least, because it's really slow. Yeah, but that's a little update. I'm just going to show you like how slow it looks in real life, and at the same time how easy it is, because you just knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one. I'm not gonna try to like tell you how to do it, because there are way better videos out there. I'm for one following Woolbird Knits video, because I think she explained it the absolute best. And before her video, I just totally did not understand how it is possible to like get some stitches here and then manage to get them as a band on the side. But now that I've seen like her doing this, I finally understood it. So watch her video if you want to learn this. I think it was really the most helpful. And then you just go back. I always feel slower on this side because I don't have much to hold on to on this side. And somehow my finger doesn't work the same. Totally doesn't make sense. Jesus. Sometimes I try to hold on with my nail to like the last stitch to not accidentally lose my stitches, because that has happened, and then I have to go back like 2 rows because I just can't get them back the way they were before. And that's annoying. So that was my repeat, and you kind of just do that all the way around 400 times, and that's why it's taking forever. Yeah, and this is the holes I've been talking about, and I don't really like them. It must have been like the way I picked up the stitches, and because I've picked up every 3 stitches and then skipped 1, 3 stitches, skipped 1, so that's the one I skipped. I don't know if that's normal or if I did something wrong. Maybe someone more experienced can tell me that. I will try to, like, if it doesn't go away with washing, maybe hand stitch this kind of leftover here down there and try to close the gap a bit. I don't know, there's something I have to do because it doesn't look nice. But yeah, the buttonholes are nice. I'm really happy that I managed to do them. And the inside looks nice as well, I think. I actually have no references, so I just think they look good. I'm very pleased with it. The cardigan is finished. I'm so proud and happy because I think it looks amazing. It's exactly what I wanted. Let's just hope it survives washing and blocking. The button band was so easy, like I really did not expect that. I thought it would be like very complicated and stuff, but it's so easy. I still haven't bought the buttons. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow, but I think it's a good thing that I didn't sew them on yet, because like this is where the highest button would go. I think that's like here, and I might not even want to put it there. Like that's a bit high. Like I might just take the 4th one and shape the V there. I don't think it's like a problem that the hole is there. Not gonna see it that much, but we will see after washing and blocking, right? Because maybe it's stretching out like hell. We will see. But I'm very pleased with it so far. The only thing that like went a bit wrong, but that was totally my mistake, is maybe in the button band that I should have taken more stitches, especially up here. I felt like it's stretching a bit too much now. I picked up stitches in the rate of 3 out of 4. So 3 stitches picked up, every 4th one skipped. And maybe I should have taken like 4 out of 5. Maybe that would have been better, because now it's getting a bit thin in some places. I honestly love how it turned out. The yarn is incredibly soft, absolutely not itchy. It has this certain firmness to stay in the shape that I want it to be. And I just really like the fit. I think it's perfect for my summer dresses. Also, I've only used 4.5 balls of yarn, so that's really not a lot, and I still have a lot left over. I can give you better feedback after the summer when I have worn it a lot more and washed it. So there will be one knitting podcast where I put in the feedback for this. Overall, I'm so proud of myself to have conquered new territory again. And I would have never thought that it's so easy and quick to knit a cardigan. So if you're out there still afraid to start one, this is your sign. You can do it. I believe in you. I hope you enjoyed this knit with me and feel inspired to knit the April cardigan as well. Let me know what you think about these kind of videos in the comments, if I should do more of them or not. And thank you for watching. I will see you soon.